Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, things are crazy for crypto right now. $520 million worth of liquidations over the past 24 hours. This is by far the craziest move we have seen for Bitcoin in the last, 4 months? I mean, so many longs have just gotten wiped out. And to keep you guys up to date even better, I've decided to make a new channel called Dusty Trades, so I can do more trading live streams, trading updates, and potentially some cool trading tutorials, and talk here more about our altcoin money making strategy, because there's a difference. On that channel, I want to talk more about income, and here I want to talk about how you turn a freaking $1,000 into 10 million by just buying altcoins. And the thing is, I noticed over the past 24 hours, a lot of people think that my strategy is falling flat. And let me tell you this. First of all, we're still in an uptrend. Second of all, like we discussed in the Telegram alerts channel, which I recommend you guys to go ahead and check out, I showed you guys this. In a bull run, what you're gonna be seeing is massive pullbacks every now and then. Here is examples of 40% down on your way towards the top, which is why I'm not scared. I know that if we're gonna look at crypto, I'm gonna say end 2024, little bit beginning of 2025, we're gonna be here. And the entire process is about timing, about the right pin in the freaking pin board, I guess. But generally speaking, the most important thing I'm doing is buying the right altcoins and setting myself up for the next month and year. Let me tell you guys this, I've been doing the same stuff for a decade. I don't have to do anything. I don't gotta be here right now. But I love the thrill, love the game, and I know how fast things will go. And let me tell you this, I was too stubborn last run to buy things that were already going up. I was only a value investor, not as much a momentum investor, and I shot myself in the leg a little bit. Many people comment saying, Dusty, you see, you don't buy the pumps, you only buy when it dumps. And I tell you, that's fine for either taking very big swings or when trying to find the bottom to get the most perfect of trades in, or again, when you're doing some very short-term trading. I am a big fan of momentum trading though. That means if things are going up, we expect things to continue up further and we slam the freaking gas pedal. We don't step back, except for one precaution, which is what I told you guys in yesterday's video, which is why I'm not wrecked. Today, am feeling pretty good. And if you're not, you might have not watched my video or you're not in the Telegram channel. Both of those things I recommend you guys to do. First of all, one of the altcoins I tweeted out did a pretty good return yesterday. Just after I posted it on Twitter, it was up about 50% a few hours later, which is pretty nice. You guys can get yourself a free $500 trade, by the way, with the link down below. And I want you guys to press the like button on this video, not because you're making money right now, because you might not be, but think about the future you. All the effort you're putting in right now is an investment that will pay off if you play the game correctly. Because I can promise you one thing right now. I guess a couple of things. One is I'm not your financial advisor, but that if you keep watching this channel and the crypto bull run continues on, we're gonna do a couple of different challenges. One, a fun thing. One of you guys said, Dusty, fly a couple of people over to Dubai and make it more of a show. We might do that. Not sure, but we might do that because I'm planning to fly 5 people over here to my home, or I guess the office here, and teach you guys everything I know about trading and investing, etc. But I might make it a little bit bigger. We're gonna be doing tens of thousands of dollars worth of giveaways. And I guess a couple times we're gonna do a fun challenge, like $100 to 10,000, 50,000 to $1 million. Hey, maybe we're gonna do $1 million to 10 million. Maybe $1 million to 100 million, I don't know, but it's gonna be cool stuff. We're gonna be doing many different guides how to make money for free with airdrops, etc. If you are worried right now, you're panicking, and that's logical because most people lose money in these markets because they panic, because they don't have the mental capacity to stick to what they know is the right direction. And the right direction is don't falter. And so one part that I talked about is right there. Hopefully you guys can see it. It says, I forgot one part of my video. Because in my video I said, open, which is a nice thing to do, right? I was a little bit slow, but open a Bitcoin short if you're going for massive altcoin positions. A lot of people I noticed, they don't know how to hedge. And I said, hey, if you want to be safe when Bitcoin comes down, you open a massive, at least some good leverage, Bitcoin short position to basically counter all your altcoins going down harder than Bitcoin would. That's what we talked about in our massive all-in video yesterday. But what I forgot to say was that If you're going for that strategy, you place your stop loss at either like, in my opinion, I put like 1% profit or at like entry, basically. Because the moment that things switch around and Bitcoin starts to fall a little bit, you do not want to have altcoin positions open. Basically, with this whole momentum trading in the backcool, you're opening the trade and you're letting it go up. The moment it starts flickering or going down, you don't want to be in that. And again, sometimes you have it that you open the trade and it goes down instantly. You just got unlucky there. But generally, Bitcoin is your savior when it comes to all that. Because again, we talked yesterday in our all-in video about hedging. Now, I got to also say a couple more things. I didn't really buy as much spot crypto yesterday. I mostly opened some longs, which all of them, except for XRP, that one, well, it never was in profit. But all of them, I closed at about 1% profit, except for Solana, Bitcoin, and AVEX, I think was like 10% profit. I, by accident, opened a Polkadot short instead of a long. That one is actually also in profit, but that wasn't the plan. But so I noticed like maybe 20 comments of people asking me how I'm feeling or how I'm doing. Yeah. I mean, we didn't really lose anything because even though my altcoins in my portfolio are down a lot, and my Ethereum, Bitcoin, etc., you've got the Bitcoin short position to hedge, which, as I said before, the moment that Bitcoin starts turning back around, I'll close, gives me profit to open up a new long or to buy altcoins in the dip to make sure I'm basically doubling down. And I think some people might have not gotten it. Anyway, some interesting things that happened today. Again, if you've not done it yet, make sure you press that like button. I'm never leaving. Even if things get to the worst of the worst, I'll be here. Many people quit during the bear market. I made videos for you guys every single day. You know why? Because the real rich, as I should say, get built in bad times. Right now, it's still pretty bad times in comparison to what you're going to see over the next like year or so. Guys, if you only saw what I saw from the investment perspective of things, you know that things are about to get pretty crazy. And everybody's expecting the bull to continue because, like I posted on Twitter, BlackRock, let me go ahead and show it to you guys right here. This is bullish for Bitcoin. Well, basically, Google is changing their policy to allow crypto coin trust advertising effective from the end of January, which is basically them saying, hey, BlackRock and all those guys want to have trusts in the crypto space. They can advertise because it's going to make Google a frick ton of money. But more importantly, if you are not bullish on crypto right now, while there's billions, if not trillions, sitting on the sidelines, waiting for the floodgates to open, then what can I say? We're just different type of humans because I understand this as the biggest vouch. Google selling their butts along for the likes of BlackRock shows everybody's taking this serious. This was one of the biggest announcements, and the fact that crypto's not pumping, it could potentially be because of US inflation data. I mean, I talked about it in the trading video, but the S&P is up a lot, while Bitcoin is only going down. Inflation data, what a joke that is. Now that we're talking about jokes, Elizabeth Warren introduces a bill to crack down on crypto, and I keep saying, we don't need more cracking down. No, we need to get proper rules in place, proper guidelines, but that's not what they want. I'll say it once more though, on the channel, I'm going to just post here a very in-depth airdrop guide, how I'm going for different airdrops, how much money you can probably make, how to qualify for them, what type of points I'm farming. Because here's the thing. Some of these protocols, the investors already know whether or not there's going to be an airdrop. You just don't know what you need to do to get it. For example, there was never a question as to whether or not Layer 0 would go for an airdrop. The question is, what do you need to do to get yourself money? And I'll also say one more thing. Remember, guys, you're not buying for the price over the next week, month. No, you're buying for whatever's going to be in about a year and a bit. You're buying to get rich so you don't have to acknowledge the existence of your. I like that. I remember not buying Solana, the dip at like, what was it, $9? And I'm thinking back, I'm like, ooh, I wish I did. And it could have been that somebody bought Solana at $25 and then it went to $9. And at $9, they were thinking, oh, if only I waited. But now it's at like 60. Point being, you can think about, oh, if only I waited it. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow in that sense. We just try to make the best of it. And I know that my strategy will work for me. If I don't 10x my portfolio in the next year and a half, then I don't know anything about life anymore because it's going to happen. There is absolutely no question. There's 0% chance, unless we get a massive black swan event, internet gets shut down or crypto get regulated into the crap where all of a sudden you're going to have to basically find a local dealer to sell you a laptop to be able to look at the blockchain or whatever. I know a lot of you guys will as well, will make these crazy returns. But remember, it is going to be a hard ride. Oh, there will be many tests along the way. And once more, the reason most people can't make money and won't make money is only because they limit themselves in all this. If you just know the amount of fear people get when they see a specific announcement, when they see a tiny fall, a little move. But then I'd highly suggest you to look back at Bitcoin's 2021 run and notice, hey, corrections of 20% there. Let's quickly check this out. Of about 17, 18% there. Of about 32% there. Of about 27% there, and you kind of get the picture right here, of about 18% there, and right there, of, I'm going to say about 60%, we're all in pursuit of crazy gains. And if you're in it, yeah, it can get kind of scary. But as long as you know the run is bullish, we're in a bull market, which, again, we have been in for a while, it's all about just finding yourself the right leg up again. And if you really have no idea, I always suggest use your free trade on Bybit. The link is down below. It's always just nice to use free things. Matter of fact, there's actually more free things to be gotten because right now they've got themselves their 5-year anniversary, which you definitely might want to check out. There's already 200,000 people joining in it, but the more people that do, the more money there's to be made. And you can basically get some cool prices after you take their trading test, of which, again, you can just see as you go to their website. But I'd recommend using the link for the free $500 trade though, because that's way more interesting. Then again, just know they did turn 5, and so they are giving away more different things. And just take a look at that. Some people on their own are doing, in this case here, $500 million worth of volume, making him win almost 40,000 bucks. You might think, oh, that's crazy. In theory, people could do this with only 50,000 bucks, even with only $10. It'll take a long time though, because you can trade it with 10 times leverage, 100 times leverage. But in theory, if these guys got $500,000, for example, in theory, he only needed to have made 10 trades in and out to get this volume, and now winning 40,000 bucks would be a pretty good deal. Anyway, other cool things you can win potentially if you go through the steps and sign yourself up. Once more, it's like a test of your trading personality. It is kind of funny though. But anyway, you can check it out for yourself. There we go. I'm a philosopher. I guess let me know down below which one you are. Anyway, I'll remind you again with another tweet. It's nearly guaranteed that in the next 60 days, your conviction in this bull is going to be tested with a knee-breaking correction that makes it look like this game is over. Right now, what we're seeing is a correction, sure, but it's some people would only consider this a simple little pullback. A correction some people only think really even counts as we get to, the 20, perhaps even 30% fall range, which right now we've not really done just quite yet. If you're in alts, it guaranteed you see a 40-50% of your bags wiped out in a series of minutes, multiple times this run. You're not going to laugh and be chill about it. Your pants will be soiled many times. Wear a diaper. And Coach K, one of my friends also said, yep, in general, January is the time this happens. I'd go with between January 8th and 17th, we see a big Bitcoin correction that makes people fearful and emotional again. Right now, again, you're just in preparing stages for things. I mean, it's not bad. It's really, if you could look into my brain, how many times I've just been sitting there contemplating things because my money is now down 90%. Or you just went a bit crazy on an altcoin and it just falls and falls and falls every day. But then the counter side is, like I said, I held one coin all the way down to 1 cent. And then a couple days, I'd say over the next month, it pumped to 90 cents. And generally that's the crux of it all. Yes, it might be hard, but at the end of the day, if you play the game properly, it'll very much be worth it. Just stick around and find out, I'd say. Today was another day of wiping out a lot of newbies. People got fearful. They think, this crypto stuff is a scam. Hopefully you can see through the charade. And hopefully I'll see you guys again tomorrow in another crypto video. Hopefully you've not lost all your faith. Make sure you smash that like button. I'll see you tomorrow.